Yo, what up, though? This is your boy, Chris B. Daniels, and you are now on World Rule Talk. So, tonight we're going to continue on a conversation where we left off on last night. This is part. So now I'm just waiting on my guests to come on in. Cameron Best and Robert Preston. But until then, how's everybody doing tonight? You know what I'm saying? Come on in, feel free. Put whatever you feel in the comment section. Let me know what you think of last night or today's episode, and we'll talk about it. What's going on, Best?
Going on, man?
Got my first guest. For the night. Now we're just waiting on Robert Preston, the third.
Yeah.
I'm just coming back in, yo. So
Hey, you bouncing back in?
Yeah. I'll step back out in a little bit though.
Yeah,
now we're just waiting on our third guest. Well, my second guest.
Let's get down to it, man.
All right, until he comes, we'll start with you. So, yeah, I know you cut out for a second, but I can hear you now. But we'll just go ahead and get started while we're waiting on you. So, Cameron, I want to ask about, because y'all know you're in the trucking and HVAC right now. So tell the world, the pros and the cons and the benefits of being in those industries. The floor is yours.
All right, so I guess I'll start with HVAC. I say the pros in HVAC is something that ain't gonna never go away. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna always be here, no matter no matter what's going on around us. Can't get rid of HVAC.
Hey, come up to the camera a little bit, cause yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Hear me?
Yeah.
All right, I say I'll start with HVAC first. I guess I start with, pretty much the good sides of it. It's basically, it's something that's gonna be here all year, all the time. You can't get rid of HVAC. You can't, no matter what crisis is going on in the world, you're gonna always need heating and cooling, no matter where you're at. Everything has heating and cooling in it, so that's the benefit to it. And also, it's some pretty good living. You can make a good living off of it. It depends though how you look at it. You come in and look at it as just staying in a certain area. It's different parts to it too that you can be in. You can have a career in all different parts of HVAC. You can work at supply house. That's a career in that too. You can be a dispatcher, work as a service tech, an installer, be a service manager. You can have your own company. It's so much different opportunity in it. There's just like a wide range of options that you have when you're doing HVAC. And I say downsides to it is, just kind of the weather conditions that you're working in. It's sometimes it's real hot outside. These 95 weather, you got bugs and,
I remember going up under the house with you and Kevin, man. Yo, it wasn't no joke.
Yeah, you got all type of, the conditions, and then it depends on which area you're working in, because if you're doing more of like industrial commercial work, then you don't have to deal with stuff like that, but you have to go on roof, top of buildings, and that's if you're not good with heights, then that can be an issue right there for you. You know what I'm saying? It's going up ladders and going on top of the building and stuff. So that could be an issue. And then, sometimes it can fluctuate. We got our slow times where sometimes it can, fluctuate. But you make so much money in the busy seasons, it kind of offset everything, So just gotta know be able to spend your money wise, because like I said, you make a lot more one season than in between. It just kind of, you have some dips going in between. But it depends on how you look at it too. Like I said, it's opportunity in HVAC. That matter of fact, it's another pro that I left out is you can basically make almost as much as you want depending on how hard you want to train and grow basically. So you got the opportunity of making commission off stuff. You ain't just get paid hourly. You got different things you can, help the customers with and put in to where the techs, they can get commission off of it. If you're in the sales, you can be into sales and be a comfort advisor, which is sort of like the guy that comes out and he's the one that basically, sells the new systems and dealt with the bigger stuff, So you can kind of his side of things and, and kind of get paid off, commission or bonus, that's some pretty good money too if you're getting, commission. So it's, you can push and you can have a 30-hour week and make a killer if you have, got some quality calls and you go to them and you make the best out of them and, it's a lot of things that it can be wrong in a customer house and that, a basic technician going in there, if you're not trained properly, you're going to not see it. So, by, going in there and, you're also helping the customer with things that they not seeing and, kind of like a win-win for both. So, but yeah, it's the downside, like I said, there's ups and downs to it, This depends. And then as far as with the trucking, the trucking, I mean, that's the whole, depending on, where you coming in at it, like I said, I came in at it as, more of, more of like the investment side of things, but, I'm kind of digging more into it now, getting more hands-on with it on the dispatching side and stuff. So, I guess depending on which position you're in with trucking, whether you be a driver and, I haven't drove a truck or anything, but I can tell you that they get paid some good money. Just, drivers get paid some real good money. So, just kind of going to school for, about a month or so, a couple of months and getting, something that's going to pretty much change your life basically. So most, if you're coming from, not making that much money and you can go get your CDLs and, you can make 1,500 plus a week, every single week. So that's a pretty good money for somebody that just was making, less than 500 a week, So that's a big difference, But as far as if you like to drive and be on the road and stuff, then that's a pretty good drive for you. If you, depend, and especially if you, I won't say if you don't got a family, but if you do, it still can be good for you. But, if you just somebody that just, don't have, pretty much by yourself, then that's perfect. You can just make as much money and just be on the road and go from there. But as far as the other side, it's just kind of like, keeping your drivers in there, keeping your dispatch, keeping the drivers going. As far as on the business side of things, you just got to keep the drivers and keep you some good drivers and keep the truck moving.
So yesterday I remember you said something about BNI, the meetings. I want to talk about that a little bit. What you got to do to get into there, what kind of people you can meet, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How far that'll take you. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, it depends. It depends on which group. It depends on which group you're trying to do. Like I said, BNI, for those who don't know what that is, it's like a networking organization. That's one of them, man. There's a lot of different ones out there, a lot of different things out there, groups and stuff that people are starting that they network with each other and share business. That's pretty much the purpose of it. It's just, you got a group, and I just like the way they do things, and that the way that organization is set up, it's a real good, a real good idea. Whoever came up with this, a real good idea, to do that, have like-minded people come in and, it's kind of pass work back and forth. Yeah, Keston. I'm, yeah.
All good, man.
Yeah, but yeah, we pass work back and forth, and you know, you make connections, and you know, people that can really, you know, like even for yourself, and you also learn how to present your business and stuff too, because you'll be speaking every week, and you learn how to present, you know, your business, and you know how to tell people what you're looking for in your business. So if you know, you ask, basically you learn how to ask for somebody's business, you know, you know, by presenting it. So it's a lot of different benefits to joining that, and then just by joining that, it just kind of, you know, spreaded my wings, you know, making connections, and um, you know, like I said, those people know people. You know, it's just an on and on thing. You know, you may meet somebody, and then this person can pass you somebody with a lot of properties, and then next thing you know, you're doing work for them, and then they know somebody that. So it's just like a chain reaction. So it's a real good start, you know, for, you know, people that's pretty much serious about their business, because they got rules too, so they don't just let anybody in. You gotta go through an application and get approved and stuff. So, and you know, have some verification. So you want to have some people to back you up when you come in and say, hey, this person, you know, is pretty good at what he do, basically, because they want pretty much everybody in the group. The concept is basically like, you know, you want um, if you're in a group, you want to pretty much say, hey, I know this person is going to treat me right, so I can know I can send work to, I can send my customers or whoever to him if they ask for something that goes, that, like if they ask for a service and I'm like, oh, I know somebody, like, you know, it's like a one-stop shop. Like, oh yeah, I know somebody that can, and then that make you look good too, being that some people being able to refer out people come to you, and they know that you can link them. You know, be like, you know, somebody that do. Oh yeah, I got somebody for you. Let me. Well, and it's like, then that person do the same thing for me too. But just you know, doing that, passing work, it just always come back around to you. That's the purpose of it. You know, just having people to pass that, you know, okay, this person's gonna take care of you because they in this group. So, you know, that's kind of the concept of it, and it depends on which group you into. So they got different rules on depending on which one you in. It's a lot of them. So you really want to just network a lot. You know, I mean, it's more than BNI. It's a lot of different networking organizations that you can go to. That's what you want to do as a business owner. You want to be able to make connections and have other people know you, and that way they can pass work to you, and then it kind of like you want to get well known in the community. So that's another thing too. So
Because you got all kinds of connections, man, from medical professionals to morticians. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Every time I turn around, yo, I know such and such that can help you out. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
that's
got it, bro.
that's that's
But
that's, that's the purpose, man. Is just, you know, anybody that I can be like, oh, and then just kind of, you know, strategic alliances too. That's what they call it. So you can you know, meet somebody that, you know, let's say I, you know, let's say I got a plumber or somebody that I know, and he going in the houses too. He going under houses, and he seeing the HVAC units while he there. So if he look out, and if we tell him what to look for, he can, you know, and then he can say, hey, I know somebody that can take care of this, because a lot of customers don't even know some stuff that's going on their house, or stuff that's going on in the attic on the unit. You know, they, oh, I just seen this on your unit. You may want to get this looked at. I know somebody that can look at it for you. They gonna take care of it. So boom, and then he do the same thing for me. So just by having somebody like that, imagine having a bunch of people like that. You know,
yeah,
so that's not it. That's without marketing. You know, that's without, because marketing ain't cheap. You gotta spend a lot of money on it to get. You know, that's another thing. That's another conversation. Is you definitely want to do that. You know, you want to get your Google presence set up. You know, and especially in the heating and cooling business, you want to be on there. You want to be uh, because I believe that's what people, you know, go to, like that's moving to town. They don't know nobody that's in the area. You're gonna go to Google. So you really want to get with the right marketing team too, because you know it's a lot of people that say they know how to do stuff too, and I mean, I've been through it, and it just, you know, I finally got a good team, you know, but it's a lot of people that really done, you know, you can waste money in it too, but you really, you know, you gotta You just got it's just kind of like you got to really educate yourself on it, so that way you know when you know get somebody, then you know okay if this person know what they're doing or not, basically. So you got
Okay.
you know who you marketing to, who you talking to when you market, basically like what type of group you looking at, like what's they, you know, it's a bunch of a list of things that you like, okay, this is the people that I want this. So how do I get these people attention? You know what I'm saying? You can't.
Yeah, and it's good to have people on your team to vouch for you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
So reviews is
it's
and
important.
stuff. You want to get your reviews up on Google, you know, get your or on wherever on all your presence that you got on the website, get your reviews up. You know, that way it's like an online word of mouth. So it's like people,
Yeah.
you know, it's like look, I looked at that because that's what people do too. Like I know when I go places, I look at the reviews before I go, like a restaurant or something. If they, you know, I look at a couple of the reviews and just kind of read some of the reviews and see what they're saying. So I know that's most people gonna do that nowadays. So if you get your
Yeah,
review,
like right now, this is why I'm doing interviewing with people because like I said before, you never know who you're gonna meet through the interviews. Then you know what I'm saying that creates connections too. So I'm just new to this whole thing, so that's why you know what I mean. So I'm just Facebook right now, but I'm gonna plan on moving into a bigger platform, so or even might even have my own platform. But
oh yeah,
yeah. So check this out though. There's one question that I did want to ask because we talked about the employer side, right? The employment, the managerial business side of it. But we didn't talk about the customer side of it. So that's why I wanted to flip back into like, you know what I mean? How were the customers? Let the people know how the customers are, just in case you got people out there in the HVAC and they already had a heads up. You know what I'm saying? You got rude customers. I know you got extremely, polite customers, but you know what I mean? Let the people know.
yeah. I mean, I mean, of course, you can't make everybody happy. You know, I know as us, you know, we try to do our best to try to, you know, make sure we take care of the customers and stuff. So we try our best to do whatever it takes to, you know, stand behind what we marketing and saying we heroes and we this and that. We try our best to stand behind it. So, but you know, you do have
Oh,
some customers
one,
that, yeah,
1 second, Cameron. I think our next guest has arrived. Hold on.
okay.
Here we go. Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
All right, Preston, what's going on, boy? Was
what's
waiting
up,
on you.
man? Yeah, my
I
fault,
think,
man.
but
I messed around and fell asleep.
that's all good. Cameron is
Yeah,
just explaining the customer size of HVAC. But yeah, go ahead.
okay.
Finish.
All right, so. Um, all right, so basically, I was saying he asked me, you know, about the customers and stuff. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you got a lot, you got some customers that's easy to deal with, like I said, because by the time we get to them, the purpose is to ease the mind. You know, it's like you know when you first get, you know, get us, you already read our reviews, and then you know you talk to, you know, the person pick up the phone, they very professional and you know give you that good, okay, this is a good company, you know. And then
Hmm.
you go out, the tech go out there and then he give him a 30, 45 minute notice. And then it's kind of like a system. So by the time we get there, it's like we want to make the customer feel like, okay, they got a good reputable company and they, you know, gonna get taken care of. So, but a lot of customers, you know, some customers are easy to deal with. You know, it's just some customers it's tough to deal with. You know, you can't make everybody happy, but you know, the biggest part is when things go wrong. Like if stuff go wrong, like let's say like a lot of stuff we can't help. We may put in a unit and just say a part, if something go out, or I didn't make the unit, you know, so all we can do is stand behind it and fix it and do what we're supposed to do. But some customers just like they can't, you know, it's like no matter what you do, you know, you can go in and try to put window units in there and wait everything and they still just, you know, you can't make them have which some things I understand, especially if it's like in like you got like a business situation, like you got a unit and you got, you know, let's say you got a restaurant, you know, you got people coming, you losing money because people don't want to sit in there because it's hot stuff. So I mean, I get the frustration, but you know, just kind of like one of them type of situations. You just got to show what type of company you. It's like you got to stand behind your word, but you only can do it so much. You know, at some point you just be like, look, you know, everything I'm doing, anything in my power, I can't do nothing else. Basically, you just gotta, you know, take what I'm giving you. You know, so it's some customers that's like that you just, you know, no matter what you do, you can't make them happy. But then, you know, you got a lot of customers that's easy to deal with. So, you know, you just all about doing your part. You know, like I said, even though you know, like I said, and if you make a mistake, you know, I will bite it. We make them nobody perfect. See, everybody make mistakes. You'd be lying if you say you don't make no mistakes. But we make
Oh yeah.
mistakes, we'll fix it. But you know, like that's just you know, that's all we can do. So
Okay.
you got some customers, you know, they're just tough to deal with. So you gotta be prepared. You can't lash out on them. You can't, you know, you just can't,
No.
you know, if you running the, you know, if you running the company and you know you get irate customers, and I mean it just sometimes you just gotta know how to
Gotta
just
hold your tongue, man. I know it's hard. You know what I mean?
yeah
Want to punch their lights out, but
yeah
I know
sometimes
what you mean.
you do want to, but you can't, you know. So you know, 'cause- and you know, you always gotta look at it like you're gonna be wrong no matter what. If they go back and say this one of your people punched me in my face and blast your company, it don't matter what happened, why it happened. Nobody care about that. Now you got this bad reputation because them, you know. So you just gotta throw stuff and just be like, hey, you know, that's fine. You can go do business elsewhere. We just don't want. We just that's just how it be. Don't after this. I don't want business with you. I don't have to. So just go somewhere else. That'll be best for both of us.
Got a
Yeah.
reputation and a record. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
anyway, you know,
Yeah. So
but, all
yeah.
right, Cameron, those are some good points, man. I'm pretty sure a lot of people is going to learn from this video. You know what I mean? So we're going to switch over now to Robert Preston. So the thing I want to talk about tonight is what is the pros, what is the cons, and what is the benefits of working in your field. You know what I mean? Floor is yours.
Pros. I mean, shoot, I've been doing what I'm doing for almost 20 years. So I mean, you know, I get to help people who can't help themselves. You know what I mean? Get to you know, help people who don't know how to do certain things, learn certain things. You know, ordinary, everyday, you know, stuff to get by. Um, pros. I mean, the job that where I'm at now, I mean, there's a lot of pros. You know, I get to take my guys out of the state and, you know, take them out of town and just have fun with them. You know what I mean? And show them it's more to life than just a group home. Um,
Yeah.
Negatives, you know, with COVID being a thing now, you know, I'm always in a lot of danger. So, for example, I just got out of quarantine maybe a week ago. And oh no, yeah, a week ago, and we were locked down for about 3 weeks. Couldn't leave the house. You know, I had two guys who had COVID in the house, and they couldn't come out their rooms. So that's one of those, you know, negatives. A lot of times I'll miss stuff. You know what I mean, because of the way I work. But you know, it's all good. Negatives. Sometimes, you know, you got to deal with, you know, family members who might not understand, you know, how things will go in the house and they want them to go a certain way, but you know, just try to compromise and, you know, meet them in the
Yeah.
middle, you know. I know the last job I had, you know, shout out to everybody I used to work with at Murdoch Center and Butner. Whew. Yeah, man, that job, man, I fought every day. I mean, my 7th month there, I got my teeth knocked out. I mean, it was rough. It was rough. You know, then we had parents and family members that just didn't give up on wanting stuff to go their way in the facility. You know what I mean? So we always argue with parents and family members, and it was terrible. The management didn't care about us. You know, it was a state job, but the management they didn't care. You get hurt, you know, you was replaceable, you know. So I didn't like that job, man. I mean, I miss the people because I had fun there with my coworkers, but The job itself, nah, I ain't kick rocks, man. You know, so I mean, it's really about it. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be kind of a short, but I'm gonna switch back the camera for a minute. Is there anything you want to tell the public? Like you want to put a message out there? This is usually like the last part of my videos, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot that I could say. You know what I'm saying? So,
say it. You know what I mean?
I
We got
mean,
time.
as far as with business wise, or personal wise, or just
Yeah, you gotta be a little bit more specific, Chris, because that's like a broad question.
yeah, that's
I
it.
mean, pretty much, you know what I'm saying, in general. You know what I mean? Business, personal, you know what I mean? Like somebody who's doing something right now they shouldn't be doing to, flipping it to where they need to be. You know what I mean? Like the way you came up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, I say, if you feel that you want to do something and you believe in it strong, the biggest thing is don't let nobody take that from you. Just go for it, man. Because other people can stop your stop your pretty much can stop you. If you're not like a self motivated person, and you pretty much like one of them people that you know, listen to other people when they tell you something. You give somebody an idea that you're trying to do, and then they shoot it down, and then next thing you know, you start questioning yourself, and then you don't do it. You don't even try. You could have missed out. That could have been the move right there. That could have set everything out. So that's it. Like, like I said, just, what I'm saying, and you got to weave out, negative people. That's just how it goes. If you got somebody that's trying to bring you down, or somebody that's, throwing shots at you constantly, they can be, even if they saying it in a funny way. I look at it like that, because the people that's like, some close friends can be the one that's jealous. I'm just not, I ain't talking about nobody specific. I'm just speaking about anybody. Like, it's situations like that going on out there, man. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't talking about nobody specific, but I'm just saying, like, if you got a situation like that where, you got somebody close to you and they always trying to, throw shots at you, gotta fall back from them. That's just that. They ain't trying. If ain't nobody that's uplifting you, they don't need to be in your circle. So
You gotta cut them off, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Period.
you gotta cut out dead weight. That's the only way you're gonna move forward. Cause if you
Yep.
in my group and you ain't, if I feel that way, then I'm automatically like, and I don't lose no sleep. That's just, what I'm saying. I don't lose.
Right.
Like, if I feel like you know, that you on some hate and stuff on the low, and just, I cut you off quick, cause I don't. That's some I don't tolerate right there. Like, if you're around me, man, I go all in for you. If you like, what I'm saying. So I ain't like, you gotta, for somebody to be around me, then it's just like, well, just in general, that's just how I am. But that's, I don't want to get off subject, but just just you gotta cut dead weight out. What I'm saying, in order to move forward. That's the only way, man.
Yeah. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And penny.
Mm. Ooh, Chris, throw it out. Jules
Yeah,
night.
yeah, you got,
Okay.
man, and
But
you gotta have faith too, man, and what I'm saying, like, like I said, you gotta, you know, I always say you gotta, number one, you have faith in, what I'm saying. I don't know how many believers out there, but what I'm saying, I believe in God, so you know, that's one thing that helped me out. So just having faith and knowing, like, I'm like, man, I'd be like, man, he took me this far, he ain't gonna drop me. So I keep that in mind. And then things always work out. Just don't stop either.
okay. So we're gonna flip over to you. You got a message, Rob? You wanna put out there?
Shoot, man. I mean, I'm pretty much on what Cameron's talking about. Exactly what he said. Try to keep your circle small, because trust is a valuable asset. You can't give it to everybody. You know what I mean? Shoot, man. I only thing I can share is how I live my life, man. Do you? I don't care about a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? When I say that, like, I don't care about what's popular. I don't care
Yeah,
about being in crowds. I don't
yeah,
care about people, well, I don't care about being, the man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do what I like to do. You see what I'm saying? As long as it's not nothing negative, you're not hurting yourself or nobody else. Do you? You know what I mean? Don't worry about nobody else, man, because I don't. You know what I mean? And a lot of people close to me feel like, well, not y'all, because y'all know me, but like a lot of people that that I call my family or friends, or I didn't, of course, grow up with, they view me as having a very cavalier, nonchalant attitude. But that's just how I am. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna put energy into caring about stuff that's not progressing my life. You know what I mean? I like what I like, and I'm gonna do what I want to do. You know what I mean? So, I don't get no disrespect. I try to respect everybody around me. You know what I mean? Hey, if you don't like it, I'm no big deal. You know what I'm saying? You do you. I'm gonna do me. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. Just like
I mean,
it's,
yeah,
social media stuff is, and that's a whole nother topic, man. It's just
yeah.
out in the crowd.
Chris should even writing this down, man. We got topics.
Yeah, that's
Shoot.
Oh,
so,
trust me, it's all in my head. I got it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
and to have people follow
so
and it damages everybody's minds, man. It's just like I don't be following that either, man. I do. I don't,
Nah, man.
man, like, but yeah, that's a whole nother subject right there. You can go deep.
Yeah, man. The only thing that the only motivation I have in my well, I ain't gonna say motivation. My only goal in my life is to do better for myself, my children, my wife. I don't care about nothing else, man. Like,
Yeah,
seriously. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my own lane. It's a couple people in my lane with me, which is cool. I don't mind sharing. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, I do what I have to do, man. It goes back to what we talked about last night with the being in survival mode. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So, they say, the strongest will survive, but the stronger person has like a set, parameter they have to fit in, and that's not always the case. You know what I mean? Like, I don't be out here, partying. I'm not super like popular. You know what I mean? Like, I don't follow a lot of trends. You know what I mean? Like, I just stay to myself, man. You know what I mean? I do me. That's it. That's but you can't tell somebody how to live their life. Everybody got to make their own decisions. I only could go. I could share with you how I live my life. You know what I mean? I just stay to myself, pretty much. You know what I mean? I have my couple people. You know what I mean? I you know that I ride with. You know what I mean? So they know who they are. You know. So that's it, man. That's how. Oh yeah, I got one more thing. One more thing, Chris. Wu-Tang is forever.
hey,
Wu-Tang is for the babies.
but yeah. So one more thing, y'all. Tell the people how they can reach you. You know what I mean, Cameron?
reach me.
Put out some info. You know what I'm saying? Let the people know how they can reach you in case they're interested in taking the class and all that. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you want to reach out to me, I mean, you can mainly reach me on my Facebook. But far as you know, just that's mainly like those you got me tagged in here. So if you don't reach
Yeah.
out to me right there, then you know, then we go from there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, you can hit me on Facebook, but don't reach out if you're not trying to make no money or you're not trying to do something positive. Leave me alone.
And I, what I'm saying, like, you want to know some stuff, you serious, then what I'm saying, then I'm willing to help. But like I said, I can see if you're serious, you know, because
Yeah.
I can tell you something, and I can do everything on, like, that's the thing, like this thing is like an ongoing thing, basically. Like, that's another thing. You got to be ongoing, like, want to be better and want to be learning, want to be, you don't want to get comfortable. It's like ongoing, non-stop, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Just like,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
no matter how, like, I'm trying to get better and better. I pay a coach every month still to get, to really, you know, cause I don't know it. I'm trying to become the best that I can in my industry. And as a business owner, I'm trying to get from somebody that, that has, pretty much done been there before and they get a lot of information. So I'm pretty much learning a lot from the people that already done sold businesses and done the heating and cooling and know the trade, and to run it from my side of things. And so just like I'm constantly trying to absorb and get more and more. It's just like education. Just like, I'm constantly trying to grow and get better and better, and
Oh yeah.
and just that's it. Just constantly keep going and getting better and better. It's like I can dump everything on the table for somebody, but you can't get it overnight. Like somebody tell me something, it's like the same thing they told me now that I would get in like less than like everything they saying like clear English. They could have told me like years ago. I would have had no fucking clue what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? I would have had no idea. If you can tell me everything, but I have no idea what you're talking about. But now you say the same thing to me. I mean, I get exactly what you're saying. Like so. It's just like you got to take baby steps. Just constantly build onto it don't happen overnight. So it's just like you got to write and big thing. Write down the list. Write down your list of everything that you want to, your steps, and then that way you can focus on one thing at a time because everybody ain't like can't handle a lot at one time. Like everybody can't multitask. So if you don't have like something, if you don't single out something, then you can't be. You try to do one thing, and you try to do this, and you ain't gonna get nothing done. It ain't. You just gonna keep setting back. If you don't focus on one thing, get that done, and then add on top of it, focus on that, get that done. Like you got to be able to just focus on one thing at a time. If you ain't capable of juggling a bunch of different things, but even then, you still got to focus on. You still got to pinpoint the things you want to work on. So that's why I said if you start with a list, checklist, and then just check off, the things you trying to do, and then be like, okay, first thing, let's, whatever you're trying to do on your list, boom, you check that out, you got that done. And you be like, now what's next? Boom, check. You always got to be like, what's next? You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, enjoy the process, enjoy life in the process. So it ain't like, when I say ongoing, it ain't like I ain't enjoying life in the process. Like, the reason why I'm able to do stuff is because of the hard work I'm putting in. That's the reason why I'm able to move the way I move. But I'm enjoying the process, but I'm not comfortable. I want it's still constantly like on going on because I want to keep getting better. Why not? I'd rather put my energy towards that than just not,
There you go.
I'm like, why not put your energy towards following your dreams? Like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not put all that energy, like, instead of, if you're not doing that, you spending your energy on something else, BSing, and, a lot of people spend their energy, like you said. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with going out and stuff, but not every time, like, you ain't handling business and take care of what you need to be, and you spend all your energy on that, then, that's the wrong thing. You spend you ain't moving ahead, or just, in general, just stuff that's just not helping you, that you spending your energy on. Like, you know, like I said, if you online 24/7 and it ain't doing that for you, you can be reading a book or taking that energy and learning something or doing something else to help you out to get ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like that requires a lot of time and energy. So you gotta use your time wisely. We only got 24 hours in a day. So whatever you do with that time is gonna affect your future. That's just how it is. So I mean, you gotta use your time wisely, make the best out of it, and then celebrate every now and then. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I celebrate, I be celebrating because it's like, hey, I deserve it because like, I've been working hard for the past such. Boom, it's a day to celebrate. Let me do this, celebrate, and that make you feel like okay, that makes you recover and feel like okay, that and then just keep going, celebrate, keep
Right.
take time.
And don't, and I'm gonna cut you off camera, but I just want to toss my little bit in there.
Yeah.
And everything you do, all the hard work that Cameron talking about, do for yourself.
Yeah.
Don't look for nobody to pat you on the back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You do what you do for you and yours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like for me, everything I've done, everything I do, I don't need anybody pat me on the back. You know what I mean? I don't do it for the pat on the back. Oh, good job. I mean, if I get it, that's cool. I appreciate that. If people recognize, that I work hard and whatever I do, cool. I respect, love it. But I don't do it for the pat on the back. You feel what I'm saying? Like I do it for me and my family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you right. Right. That's you can't. Like you said, you got to have your why. Why are you doing all this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you got a good reason, then that's what's gonna keep you fueled up to keep going.
There you go.
You know.
Because
there you go.
Like that pat on the back, you know what I mean? That's not why you were there in the first place.
Because I know people that do stuff just to get recognition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't care about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Cameron said, I got a wife. I don't need you. I'm not doing what I'm doing for you to be like, oh yeah, good job.
Yeah.
Nah.
We
Most companies,
appreciate
most
that.
people give you a pat on the back to keep you, keep you going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No extra pay, no extra nothing.
I mean, yeah, it's good. Tell you, hey, you doing a good job. I mean, don't do it for that, but I mean, it's good to hear that every now and then.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, you definitely want to hear now and then, but you don't want to do it just to hear it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like you gotta have your own. You gotta be tunnel vision. Block out all the BS and focus on what you got to get done and take care of, and what I'm saying, that's what life is about. Just trying to, what I'm saying, keep progressing.
There you go. There you go.
Well, fellas, I appreciate you joining me again tonight. And you guys, anybody can reach out to me if they want to interview Chris B. Daniels on Facebook or Chris B. Daniels 8815 on Instagram. Those are the best ways to reach out to me. So if you want to talk, you want to express yourself, whatever you want to talk about to get out there, let me know. All right, so anything else y'all
everybody,
want to...
If everybody watching this, my baby has a YouTube channel. It's called the Giant Unicorn Channel. So if y'all can go follow her on YouTube, please do. We appreciate it.
All right, everybody. We talked about it.
Yeah, you got your Heroes Heating and Cooling website, right?
Yeah. If you if you if you in the RDU, Clayton, Garnet, Raleigh, Durham, Cary, Knightdale, Henderson, all around, we can help you out. So you can visit our website if you want to read about us. It's heroesheatingandcooling.com, and you can find us online and give us a call 919-999-6444. We'll take care of you. We'll save your day.
All righty. Well, I appreciate y'all,
We'll
man.
talk about it.
Talk about it. Now I'm about to jump off of here. Got to head to Walmart, you know what I mean, to get a couple things. But I'll get back with you fellas later. If you got a topic, let me know. We'll talk about it.
All right, man.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.